Who the source who giving out all the information on the King Von? Who giving out who he put $100,000 on somebody? Who giving out all the information on the O Block 6? Who the snitch is? Who cooperating with the police? I think I might have figured out who this is, right? And it ain't really a snitch. You can't really say a snitch. I think people got this wrong. We gonna talk about this. Hit the like button. I think this is a real tough video. We got to make sure a lot of people see this video. I've been documenting this case the last 7-8 days after that paperwork was released. The feds released a lot of paperwork. You know, if you don't look at it real good and pay attention to it, you might see the shit the wrong way. We've been talking about this because there's so many rumors. I see thousands of duck videos on the internet just full of opinion. We got the real over here, so hit the like button. It helps with the algorithms. We need at least 2,000 likes on this so a lot of people can get this. Who is the informant? Who the person who giving out all the information on this case right here? I'm not sure if people really realize what's going on. I'm not sure if it's just one person who's snitching. And I think people get snitching the wrong way. I don't think everybody was okay with what happened to Duck, and I don't think people understand that the feds interviewed hundreds of people, not just one person who walked to them and said, hey, this is what happened. The feds interviewed all the people who close to Duck, people who knew Duck family, all kind of people like that. The feds interview all kind of people who know, the O Block 6. That's 6 of those people. So they interview all their families, all their peoples, all their girlfriends, all their homies and shit like that. Then they interviewed the families of some of these people, families and shit like that. They know a lot of information. You gotta understand, when Duck lost his life and TZ name got linked to it, they probably thought this was some setup shit, some backdoor shit. Duck no TZ baby mama. So they probably came to her like she was a part of it, all kind of shit. So you would never know how they got this information. I believe everybody cooperated. Maybe not the guys who they alleging was involved in it, because you got to remember, this is alleged. We can't just stamp it because the feds said, even though it's a lot of information that they're laying out. But if you pay attention to it, a lot of it is hearsay too, and a lot of it is witnesses who saying this shit, until you can put a face on it. It's still just circumstantial, in my opinion. But it is some strong circumstantial. Now they got surveillance footage and POD cameras and video footage, which make it almost like a stamp case, in my opinion. But I don't think a lot of people realize it's a lot of witnesses in this case. It's a lot of cooperators in this case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Man, you can count all fucking day. This trial might be down there 6 months, 7 months. So many people told on what's happening. Think about it. When Duck died and they went through the neighborhoods talking to Duck family, talking to Duck friends, talking to people that Duck knew, Duck girlfriends and Duck shit like that. I'm pretty sure people said, yeah, this who Duck got a problem with, because that's one of the first questions they asked. Who would Duck have a problem with? Who would be the person that come to your mind? What's one of the first people come to your mind when we tell you that Duck was killed downtown in one of the safest communities ever, in the Gold Coast community, where somebody has to take that kind of penitentiary chance to throw bricks at the jails? So tell me, who would take that chance? And I believe people in them said them O Block guys, King Von. So they was already on a trail from that moment, okay? Now once they start getting information, they see TZ. He linked to somebody that Duck linked to. They probably looking at it like it's backdoor, and they putting pressure on her. She probably don't give a fuck about TZ no more. He on some bullshit. And the paperwork said that she was hurt over that whole TZ shit, if you look at it. You know what I'm saying? So it said that they told on TZ. If you look at the paperwork, look, TZ baby mama and them told on him. It's people that's close to TZ that told on him. It's people that gave information that TZ was jealous of Duck because Duck was around TZ kids and shit like that. You don't get that information from no outside people like that, man. You get that information from them. They didn't like the fact that that nigga did that shit, man. Killed dude and put everybody at jeopardy. Feds all in their house. Police all at their crib. Homicide all at their crib. All kind of shit. They ain't like that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? People cooperated. I don't think people understand that. It's going to be a lot of people testifying at that trial. Now, who going to be it? I'm not sure. It's people going to testify in the behalf of O Block to say that they didn't do that shit. Them guys just not going to get off this murder case with just no, I ain't do it. No, that's not gonna happen. They ain't gonna ask no question. You can't go in that courtroom and do this. I don't even know what y'all talking about. I wasn't even there. Like, Your Honor, I was just at the crib, and I'm telling you, they came and got me, and I don't know what the fuck going on. That ain't gonna work. If that's what your defense is, that's not gonna work. So these guys are gonna have to come in with a defense. It's a lot of witnesses against these guys. If you ask me, I believe they're gonna testify in my behalf. They're gonna have to testify. Because if you look at the paperwork, it's so close. The surveillance footage got everything. They're claiming that Muwop and Los built out a car on their own and got the shooting duck. They chased them around a car. They say Muwop and Los chased Duck around the car, ran around the car, chasing him with a car, shooting at him. Duck and his girl hid behind the car. The girl car, they hid behind his girl car. But but the paperwork said that they attacked them violently, aggressively. They pursued them. I'm pretty sure, that she was telling them what she seen. I don't know if she know these guys, but I'm pretty sure she said what she seen too. But the paperwork said that Los and Muwop, chased Duck around the car, and then Thang and Murder built out another car, and Thang stood over Duck and shot him several times. So you don't just get this kind of information and all this shit off no hunch. It's a lot of people who telling this information. People were trying to get a car back that was used in Duck murder, and it was a lady who was trying to get the car back, for I believe Murder, or I believe Kenny Mac or some shit like that. I don't want to get that confused. Let's just say it's a lady who was trying to get the car back, and she got involved in that shit, and police was on her ass. And, it's a lot of people had to tell, this was the feds. When the feds come in, they get to saying shit like, look, you're going to go to jail. We're going to take your kids. You're going to lose your kids. You're going to lose, your section name. You're going to lose this. And people got to tell us. A lot of people cooperated with this case. In my opinion, I believe those guys going to have to testify in their behalf and try to tell the jury their side of the story, They got a story to tell too now, in my opinion. The real information they got, they got surveillance footage. They claim they know exactly what side each person got in the car on. They know who was on this side of the car, who was on that car. So that's what they claiming, how they know who the shooters is. But as far as like information, if you look at it, information, the people who in the surveillance footage, they all had masks on. Their face was covered up. You feel me? Like I say, I'm going to put my man, look, check this out, man. Look, I say this all the time. You can't really tell. Look, pop, pop, blah, 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 blah. You can't, blah, 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 blah. You can't really tell who that is, you know what I'm saying? Unless somebody say, look, that's dude. Now, even though they seen them get in the car and know what side it is. What I'm saying is the only real 100 stick information. Because somebody can say they dropped me off and somebody else got in the car. I'm going to say the only real stick information I seen is like in the surveillance footage. If you look at that, they got information, not really surveillance, but they got like Kenny Mac phone conversations. They got Thang, they got Murder phone conversations, and they say they found, his IG and shit of his inside one of them cars, okay? They got Los car, okay? I didn't really see all the real stamped information they had on Muwop and Thang, besides surveillance footage that showed their figure and their body shooting at Duck, and just like that, seeing them run downstairs in the parkway, O-Block shit. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't hear anything about the video of O-Block returning back to their house. You know what I'm saying? When they returning back to O-Block, I'm not sure exactly who got out the car. You know what I'm saying? But this shit crazy, man. When you look at this information, it look like, if it's anyone who stood a chance out of this shit, maybe Kenny Mac, because he didn't shoot Duck. He didn't even get out the car claiming the feds. So maybe he the only one that can maybe get a deal out of this shit. But it looks like all the information against Teasy, his own people turned against him. Didn't really turn against him, but they told him the shit that he did allegedly. So it looks like he down. But Muwop and Thang is just caught on camera. Really can't see their face allegedly, or that type of information, okay? And Kenny Mac didn't get out the car. But those other three, Murder, Los, and Kenny Mac look like they, Murder, Los, see my brain fried. Los, Murder, and whoever else. That's how much this information in my head look like they fucked up. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. Y'all hit the like button. I'm gonna keep you updated on this, man. But it look like this case is getting crazier and crazier. But it's a lot of people. It ain't just one informant. I think people put informant on this shit as the wrong thing. I think it's a lot of people who gonna get on the stand and tell about this beef with Duck and O-Block and say King Von them did this shit. it is what it is, man. I want to know from y'all. Leave comments in the comment section, man. Let me know something. What do y'all think gonna be the outcome of this shit, man? Because I'm not sure if they all being tried together, if they can be tried one-on-one. Because if you ask me if they was to be tried one-on-one, then maybe some of them might got a chance to, challenge this information, But if they all being tried together, it looks like it's gonna be hard. But let me know what y'all think gonna end up happening with this case, man. It's the homie truth.